Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. Today is a beautiful, but the drama coming out of Los Angeles is darker and messier than ever before. Grab a huge cup of coffee and get comfortable because we need to talk about the absolute chaos unfolding on the Bold and the Beautiful right now. So let's just get right into it. I am honestly so exhausted by the Will and Electra roller coaster, but at the same time I just can't look away. You guys know exactly what I mean, right? It's like a train wreck in slow motion. In the latest episode, we got this incredibly tense, awkward scene between them, and it just screams that massive trouble is coming. Electra is super curious about who the new designers are for Katie's brand new fashion house, Logan. And Will just stood there. He literally just stood there with his eyes bugging out of his head. He couldn't say a single word. Just dead silence. Electra is trying to guess. She's throwing out ideas, trying to figure out who Katie managed to snag for this huge new venture. And Will is just staring at her like a deer in headlights. It was so clunky and uncomfortable to watch. Electra finally gives up and says she'll just have to find out when everyone else does. But we all know that is not going to be the end of it. Not with Electra. Not with her history. Because here is the massive problem. Will knows the secret. He knows that the new designers for Logan are Hope and Deke. Yeah, Deke, which is a whole other crazy twist we will get into in a minute. But Will knows. And he knows how incredibly important it is to his mom, Katie, and to Hope to keep this news totally under wraps right now. They are planning a massive corporate sneak attack against Forrester Creations. But Will also made a huge, sweeping promise to Electra recently. He promised her that there would be absolutely no more secrets between them. Zero. None. And you can see why this is tearing him apart inside. It's actually really hard for Will. On one hand, he desperately wants to be honest with Electra. He wants to prove he is a good guy and a trustworthy boyfriend. But on the other hand, he cannot betray the trust of his mother and his family. Katie is banking her entire new business on this secret. If Will leaks it, he is betraying his own blood. But if he doesn't leak it, he might lose the girl he just fought so incredibly hard to get back. Let's be real for a second. Things are going to get so much worse when Electra inevitably finds out that Will knew about Hope and Deke the entire time. She is going to completely lose her mind. Honesty is such a massive deal for Electra right now. And can you blame her? She has been lied to so many times lately. Her own aunt, Ivy, literally intercepted and hid a letter to manipulate her entire life and keep her away from Will. Electra's foundation of trust is completely shattered. She is fragile. And then there is the whole Dylan situation. Oh man, the Dylan drama. Electra already had major trust issues with Will because of his friendship with Dylan. Remember a few episodes ago when Dylan was living at Will's beach house? Electra was so insecure and jealous about it, Dylan literally had to pack up her bags and move out, saying a heartbreaking goodbye to Will just so Electra wouldn't feel threatened. Dylan sacrificed her living situation just to save Electra. So after all that drama, after all those tears and fights, Will, keeping a massive secret about Hope being at Logan, is going to make Electra question everything all over again. She is going to look at Will and think, if you can lie to my face while I'm actively trying to guess the secret, what else are you lying about? She's going to wonder if she can even trust her own boyfriend. And honestly, maybe she shouldn't. Wait, no, that sounded dramatic. Will is just trying to protect his mom's business. But you get what I mean. In Electra's eyes, a lie of omission is still a massive lie. So what is Will going to do? If he doesn't want to lose Electra again, he might actually do the unthinkable. He might betray Hope and Katie. He might just crack under the pressure and tell Electra the truth. Just blurt it out. It's Hope and Deke. Can you imagine the fallout if he does that? Because let's zoom out and look at the bigger picture here. This isn't just a cute little secret between a boyfriend and a girlfriend. This is corporate warfare. Katie is trying to lure Hope away from Forrester Creations to build the Logan fashion house. Donna already warned Katie that poaching Hope is going to start a massive, ugly family feud with Brooke. Brooke is currently trying to seduce Ridge into making her co-CEO just to protect Hope's line at Forrester. The stakes are astronomically high. If Will tells Electra, who is Electra going to tell? Electra works at Forrester Creations. Electra is currently being pursued by R.J. Forrester. R.J. literally kissed her in the showroom recently. R.J. and Will already got into a physical fight over her. If Electra gets mad at Will, she might just run straight to R.J. and accidentally or purposely spill the beans. Oh, by the way, your sister Hope is leaving to work for Katie. R.J. would tell Brooke. Brooke would explode. Or worse, Steffi finds out. Steffi would go on an absolute rampage. And what about Deke? I am still trying to wrap my head around Deke being a designer for Logan alongside Hope. The guy was just working at Il Giardino, dealing with his messy breakup with Remy and giving Dylan life advice over paychecks. Now he's teaming up with Hope Logan to launch a fashion empire? What were the writers thinking? I mean, it's a fun twist, but it's so wild. Deke has been through so much emotional turmoil lately, and now he is being thrown right into the middle of a Forrester versus Logan fashion war. I hope he knows what he is signing up for. Because if Will leaks this secret, Deke's new career is going to be under a microscope before he even sketches his first dress. I keep going back and forth on Will. Part of me thinks he needs to just be a man and tell Electra the truth. Look, I know the secret, but it's family business and I can't tell you. He should just say that. Why just stare at her in silence? The silent treatment is the worst possible reaction. It just makes him look guilty and suspicious. But then again, he is a Spencer. He is Bill Spencer's son. You would think he would be better at keeping a poker face. But when it comes to Electra, he just melts into a puddle of anxiety. Maybe I'm being too harsh on Will. He is stuck in an impossible situation. His mom is demanding total loyalty. His girlfriend is demanding total transparency. There is no winning here. But honestly, if Electra throws another tantrum over this, I might officially be done with her. Okay, I know. She has trauma from Ivy's scheming. But at some point you have to trust your partner. If Will says he can't talk about a business deal, she should just accept it. She works in fashion. She knows how corporate secrets work. Why is she acting like this is a personal attack on their relationship? Actually, changing my mind again. It is personal, because Will promised no secrets. If you make a blanket promise like that, you have to stick to it. You can't just add a terms and conditions clause later that says, except for when my mom starts a rival fashion house. Will dug his own grave with that promise, and now he has to lie in it. Let's talk about how the fans on social media are reacting to this. People are so divided. Half the fans are screaming at their screens for Will to just keep his mouth shut and protect Hope. The other half are begging him to tell Electra so they don't have to sit through another 3 weeks of Electra breakup drama. We just got them back together. Dylan just moved out. We cannot do this again. The writers are really testing our patience with this love quadrangle. Because R.J. is just waiting in the wings, ready to swoop in the second Electra gets mad at Will again. R.J. is channeling his inner Massimo Marone right now, and he will use any weakness to steal Electra away. And don't even get me started on Liam in all of this. Liam is already pressuring Hope to leave Forrester. If he finds out Will is the reason Hope's big move gets leaked early and ruined, Liam is going to throw a massive fit. Liam loves to control Hope's narrative, and Will messing it up would just give Liam another excuse to insert himself into the drama. It is all so interconnected, and one little slip of the tongue from Will could bring the entire Forrester and Spencer empires crashing down on each other. So, What is going to happen next? I honestly believe Will is going to crack. He loves Electra too much, and he is too scared of losing her to R. J. I think he is going to pull her aside, swear her to absolute secrecy, and tell her that Hope and Deke are the new Logan designers. And I think Electra is going to try to keep the secret, but she will ultimately fail. The pressure at Forrester Creations is too intense right now. With Ivy still lurking around, Steffi threatening to fire people, and Brooke making massive power plays, this secret is a ticking time bomb. And when it finally explodes, Katie is going to be furious with Will. Imagine Katie Logan Spencer finding out her own son leaked her biggest business move to a Forrester employee. The Thanksgiving dinners are going to be incredibly awkward this year, you guys. The fallout is going to be spectacular, and honestly, I am absolutely here for the mess. Even though I'm tired of the back and forth, this is exactly the kind of high-stakes soap drama we live for. We will just have to wait and see if Will's silence right now is just him buying time, or if he is actually going to stay loyal to the Logans. Let me know what you guys think, because this story is far from over.
What do you guys think about today's drama? Let me know your thoughts in the comments below. Don't forget to like and subscribe for your daily dose of bold and beautiful news. See you in the next video.